Universal WNBA MVP.
Still gonna be better than you.
She's back, 4-time All-Star, 2-time gold medalist, Defensive Player of the Year. Napheesa Collier is here. And okay, so the Unrivaled, we got to get right into it. Last time you were on, we were talking about it's happening. Now we are in it. The one-on-one tournament tipped off last night. You beat Katie Lou Samuelson 12-6. I got to know, first round matchup. When we're looking at players who are going to excel in this format, what do you have to have? What's ideal?
It's crazy because I feel like, as shown by the games last night, like anyone can win these games. And so you have to bring everything you have in your bag and you got to make shots. 11 comes really, really quick. And it's easy to get shut out in this game. So I'm going to try to use all the tools I got in my bag, my physicality, my little fader, over my right shoulder usually, and try to make some baskets.
That's a fact. It was a lot of, not a lot. It was a few upsets last night that I was even surprised. Mm-hmm. I was like, dang, I didn't see that coming, but I love the concept. Love the concept.
Well, you look ahead because you got Rakia Jackson next. She beats Jackie Young 11-3. So do you change anything, or you just, like you just said, you just go out there and you got your strength, stick to that?
No, I'm going to play my game. I think I'm one of the best in the world. And so people might know my moves, but you have to be able to stop them. So that's the mindset I have for tonight.
I'm wondering, Lou, was this one of the upsets, Lou, the Breanna Stewart being defeated? Was that one that you thought?
I didn't see Stewie getting shut out. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see De'Erica losing last night. I didn't see that one. I thought she was going to win that matchup. But what I do like about the league is, no matter your size, your position, these are the matchups, so you never know what's going to happen until you check ball, and you got to go out there and compete. And like Napheesa just said, that 11 comes quick, especially with that 7-second shot clock right there. You got to make decisions fast, and you got to go. So this was exciting to see last night. I watched it with my daughter. It was great.
Awesome.
Like Napheesa, Stewie's a co-founder with you. Do you talk to her after this one, or you leave her alone?
I think I'll probably leave her alone for a couple days. It's tough for sure. But again, we built this league to have the best players in the world. And so there's no shame in losing to anybody here. Everyone is really good. And Aaliyah had the hot hand. She played really, really well last night. So it was a good game.
Love it.
Napheesa, I got a couple of questions for you. One, I want to know who's in charge of the decision-making of the league, because a lot of the concepts that you guys have been working on have been innovative, but you always hear guys talk about, they should do a one-on-one tournament at All-Star Weekend, or 3-on-3, how you guys are playing 75% of the floor. Who's in charge of putting these new concepts into position? Who's in charge of that?
Honestly, it's a really collaborative thing. I mean, we all have ownership in this league, so we all hold a lot of weight in what we say, which is really nice to have. But as far as the one-on-one tournament and the format of the league in general, that was, my husband Alex and some of our co-founders, and I was involved in that. And one-on-one was a big thing because obviously we're competing for that bag. That money is really
Absolutely
nice to have. I'm going to play everything I have to get that money. But it's also for the culture. We're trying to change what it is in women's basketball. You can go to the parks and you're seeing guys playing pickup. You're seeing them play one-on-one. You don't see that with girls a lot. And we want to kind of change that to be where we have that culture as well.
Absolutely. I listen. I watch with my oldest, and we love the league. We love the concepts you guys are putting into place and everything. But you said it. You're trying to get to that bag. It's $200K on the line. It's a lot of cheese on the line. Who do you feel like is going to be your biggest obstacle that's left in this tournament?
It's hard because, you can't let anybody get hot, but one person in my pod is my teammate, Courtney. She's been talking trash for weeks already. We played a little bit of one-on-one in practice the other day and it was tough. So she's going to be a hard one for sure.
That's what's up.
Napheesa, we always talk about how NBA All-Star Weekend has gotten a little stagnant, right? It's not, it didn't have the zip that it used to have. And we think that a one-on-one tournament like you guys are doing would be awesome. So if you had to pick one NBA player that would win, assuming that everybody did it, one NBA player that would win the one-on-one challenge All-Star Weekend, who do you got? And do you think that would be great for the league?
Well, first of all, I do think it would be great for the league. I feel like it's gotten a little stagnant because people don't take it as seriously, but you have to take one-on-one seriously. Your reputation is on the line. So I think that'll bring the competitiveness back. And I mean, I feel like Wemby's got to win. He's just so long. How are you going to shoot over him? and then how are you going to defend him? Like Wemby in a one-on-one situation is going to be impossible to guard.
It's a great
That'd be
pick.
hilarious to watch.
Wemby playing Anthony Edwards one-on-one with it would be awesome.
It's just going to be like
Yeah.
up here and down here. By the way, Napheesa, I'm wondering because it's visually, I would love this just for my own entertainment, selfishly. But the thing is that we always say is like when everyone's trying to fix it, and you guys are over here doing it. You're doing a one-on-one tournament. When I hear people argue for it on the NBA side, it's always like, oh, injuries. Everybody's worried about that. Do you think people are going to start sort of paying attention to the fact that you guys are putting your money where your mouth is? You're actually having a one-on-one tournament. Maybe they can all just relax and look and realize this is great. It's great for you guys. It's great for us as being entertained. Like, do you think that'll matter to them?
Yeah, I think injuries is a cop-out, honestly. Like, you can get injured in practice. You can get injured in any game. And, we're playing for money. And, again, we're playing for culture as well. But, like, it's something that, my husband has this conversation every single day with his friends. Who's better, MJ or LeBron? Like, they can have that over and over and over again. And we're put in situations where we can definitively say, no, I'm the best this year. And then, it sparks those other conversations. So I think it's just a really cool opportunity. And injury has nothing to do with it. You can get injured doing anything. Obviously we want everyone to be safe, but that's not really a reason not to do it, I don't think.
That's a fact.
All right. Thank you.
And also, you guys are 8-0 so far. 8-0, and you're averaging damn near 30 points a game. Yeah, you're almost at 30, 29.3 to be exact. And you guys are in a great run. And you're the founder of this league. Like, did you have any idea that you would dominate at this level in a league that you founded?
I definitely didn't expect for us to be 8-0. I love it for us. But yeah, for me specifically, like, I knew this would be really fun because I know my game and I work mostly like in the mid post. That's my bread and butter. And so taking 4 people off the court where I can just go on a one-on-one coverage, I knew it was going to be really hard for people to guard that. So I'm having a lot of fun.
It clearly has been such a hit so far. What has been the most surprising thing, about this league so far to you?
I would probably say just how positive the reception has been all around. I made this analogy the other day, but it's like when you throw a party, you're so much more invested in people having fun and you want everyone to come than if you're just showing up to a party. So the fact that we have people showing up and they're having fun and everyone's really liking the product, that it just it makes me really proud of what we've been able to accomplish.
And now,
sorry, Chandler.
Is there one thing that you would possibly, for sure, all right, we need to change this for next season?
I don't think there's big things. There's little tweaks. Like, I think we're changing our seating for next season and some of the rule changes and just little tweaks. You make this whole thing, but we're essentially making it up as we go. And so some things work in practice and some things don't. And so I think there's going to be little tweaks, but I feel like overall we got it pretty right.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to ask you too, because a game the other night between the Laces and Vinyl canceled due to prioritizing player health and safety. After I got out of the comments, because good Lord, Napheesa, I don't know if you've ever gone to the comments after a simple explanation of the game has been postponed or canceled. People were fighting about, they don't owe us an explanation. It was an amazing thing to go witness. But, you only have 6 players on a roster. Is there a way to tweak that so that something like this doesn't occur again?
Yeah, I think we might go to some more players. It's crazy because we originally had 5 players per team. And then we exceeded our financial expectations. We were able to add that 6th player. But again, we are making this up as we go. And we can see now in practice that maybe we need a couple more roster spots. So that might be something we look to change in the future.
Understood. And Napheesa, I would like to know, because I tell my friends and my homeboys in our group chat, y'all got to check this out because, some of the guys that are critical of the women's game, I'm like, this format is an opportunity for you to see how skilled these ladies really are. It's hoop. It's just they're up and down the floor. It's pick and roll basketball. They're being cerebral. Mm-hmm. Name me a player that's been a surprise to you that's thrived in this league in this 3-on-3 format.
I think it's really fun to watch the guards go at it because they have so much space to work. So for me, it's really fun to watch the Enriques and the Ryans and, Chelsea Gray, doing all her point guard stuff at top. Those people are really fun to watch because you get to see their skill more. When there's 5-on-5, it's so clogged. You can't really showcase as much. So those are really fun for me.
Right. I agree.
We got to talk about the Angel Reese. I love it. History was made. First player ejected in an unrivaled game. That is forever. You can't change it. Afterwards, she put out a 2-word message: "Free me." Her coach said the players are super competitive. Sometimes get a little emotional. But how did you interpret her "free me" message?
I thought she was talking about because she was like situated behind our walk-in where it looked like jail, like because it was crossed, the nets looked like crosses. So I thought she was talking about it looked like a jail cell. So that's what I thought. I think that's what she was talking about.
It could be. I feel like this is interpretation. I just think it's funny that she's now historically the first one to be ejected from a game. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
So go down in history.
Yep.
Napheesa, a friend of the show, Bam Adebayo, he gave a bunch of props and debuted Angel Reese's signature shoe that is coming out this year. And obviously, you know,
Angel
Sabrina.
Wilson's shoe.
Look at that.
What did I say? Sometimes I mess up names. What did I say?
Angel Reese.
I said Angel Reese. My bad. I meant Asia. And obviously we know Asia and Bam are friends. But how do you think, how much of this do you think is helping the women's game grow and guys wearing the shoes? Even the Sabrinas. Guys been wearing the Sabrinas as well. How much do you think this is helping?
I think a lot. You know, something we've been talking about for so long is if you just give us the platform, people will watch because what we have to offer is really entertaining. So, you know, putting our shoe on the NBA platform and getting more eyes on it and getting people talking about it is great for the women's game. You just see like it's been such an explosion this year because of the eyeballs that are brought in by our league growing and by bringing in these new, like the rookie class from last year. And you get people who like, they may come for something. They're coming because they saw Asia's shoe on Bam and they're like, who is this girl? I want to check her out. And they watch and then they're like, oh, I really like this. So the more opportunities we have for that, the better. And this was a great example of that.
I just love that it's just going to be this giant basketball world. Like that just makes me very happy. And I don't mean to sound cheesy, but that's how I feel about it. Paige Bueckers just recently with the NIL deal for Unrivaled. She's expected to play in the league once she turns pro. Juju Watkins already an investor. Brilliant, by the way, to get the future already involved. How much of the thinking was, you know, the quicker we do this, the more cemented this league becomes as we move forward?
That was one of the reasons. We did it for a couple of reasons. For that, definitely to secure the future of our league and also to bridge the gap between the younger generation and the professional league. In the WNBA specifically, it's just such a disconnect. You don't have the same feeder stuff that you have in the NBA. So we're really trying to change that culture as well, where, you know, we're already talking about, you know, the up and coming players. So you recognize these names, even though they're pretty recognizable anyway, but just getting them more, involved in the professional world before they get here. I think the NBA has done a great job of that, of just recognizing and spotlighting their future athletes. And so they're already household names by the time that they get to the NBA. And so I think that's something that we can do better on our side as well. So that's what we're trying to accomplish here.
And we mentioned Paige, we mentioned Juju. Caitlin Clark, she isn't playing in this first season of the league, but she has said she's open to playing. What is it going to take to get a Caitlin Clark to play next season?
I think everything we're doing, you know, for Caitlin, like, I feel like it's just been such a whirlwind, like coming from college and all that came with that to, you know, being in her first WNBA rookie season. Like, it's just a lot to handle and there's no break, especially for the rookies. They play for like 18 months straight or something crazy like that, just because going from both seasons. And so I know she really needed that little mental break from basketball for a little bit, but all we can do is show her what we have. And I think what we have here is really special. And of course, we're always going to have a spot for her and hopefully we can make it work in the future.
Beadle, you're on mute, I think, Beads.
Oh, mute, Beadle.
But listen,
I've never done that before. This is history.
I wanna reach out because I would love to come down and check you guys out live action and bring my daughters and be a supporter of the league because I'm a big fan. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to get you guys down here. Let me know.
For sure.
God, I can't believe it. Napheesa, please forgive my
Beadle.
unprofessionalism. It really is a rookie mistake. I've only been doing it for 20 years.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Keep it up. I know Chandler's going to hold it over me. This has been so fun to watch. So I'm enjoying it. Lou's enjoying it. Everybody's enjoying it. Thank you again for coming on.
Thank you so
for
much.
having me.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm going to punish myself.